Hey everybody, I'm Holly Ross. I'm the parent liaison at Blue Ridge Elementary, and usually in the fall we have a volunteer/technology training with our parents. But due to COVID, we just can't do that in person. So I still think it's extremely important as a parent to have a technology training, especially this year with everything becoming so virtual. So in this video, we're going to navigate through Parent Portal and Dojo and My School Bucks together. And then at the very end, Mr. Parker has created a virtual learning commons, and he also has a video showing you how to navigate through that. So I'm going to plug that in at the end. All right, let's get started. All right, so we are on the Blue Ridge Elementary school website. If you go under parent information, you will see a parent portal link. This will take you to Infinite Campus Parent Portal. If you scroll down, we also have a button here that will take you to Parent Portal. I wanted to bring you to the Fannin County website because under Parent Portal, this is where you can sign up if you do not have a Parent Portal. This will take you to Infinite Campus. These forms here are for you to sign and fill out and bring into the school, and they will set you up an account. So this one is in Spanish and this one's in English. And you just put your student information, the school name, what grade they're in, their birthday, and then this email needs to match the email that we have on file for you. So that is how you do that. You just bring it back into school and you can have it set up. Either one of the parent portal links will take you to this page. You will click on Campus Parent, and after you have your account set up through the Board of Education, you put your username in and your password. So I'm going to pause you and put my information in, and I will be right back. Okay, so when you first log in, it will pop up the message center. This is where you can find district announcements as well as anything in your inbox. So if something is updated in Infinite Campus, say attendance, any missing or failing assignments, you will get a message here as well as your Sunday calls. So if you miss your call on Sunday and for some reason it doesn't save a voicemail, you can always find the information here, and it also sends the actual recording to you as well. Under Today, you can find your child with their student ID number and their grade level. This is their schedule over here, and then you have assignments due today, tomorrow, and then any documents that may need attention. This is the calendar view, and there's 3 different tabs that you can choose for calendar. So attendance, if there was a dot on one of these days, if you click on the dot, it will show you if they were late or absent or anything like that. And then if you sent in a note and if it was ruled as excused or unexcused. The schedule, this is where you can find their schedule again, and then any days that we may be out of school for holidays and such. So like our Thanksgiving break. And then here, assignments, like if there's a dot, again, you can see there was an assignment due and turned in that day, and you can see the grade that the child made. Under assignments, you can find anything that they have turned in and gotten a grade for. So this can go all the way back to the beginning of the year, or you can choose current term, and it will just show you what's in that current 9 weeks, as well as the missing grades for the entire year. Under grades, this will show you like a progress report card view style grade with the overall average. Gradebook updates will show you anything that has been put in recently, as well as a grade, and then you can click on them just like any of the other ones, and they will show you the day they were assigned and then the day they were due. Attendance will be different for elementary kids versus middle and high school because we just take attendance for the homeroom. So we don't have any yet for the second 9 weeks, but the first 9 weeks there were 3. You can see if they were excused or unexcused, and then if a note was sent in. Schedule is just shows their schedule for each 9 weeks. And then documents, so if there's anything that has importance, so their report card, progress report, anything like that you can view, as well as if they have an IEP or a 504 or anything like that. And then address information under more, assessments, behavior, family information, transportation, anything like that, and your lunch account. All right, we're back on the Blue Ridge Elementary School website, and I'm going to show you how to make a payment online for your child's lunch account. If you scroll down to important information, you will see school lunch payments online. Click on the button and it brings you to My School Bucks. I'm going to log in. I'll be right back. So I have logged in and you see that I have 2 students and here's their account balance. Right, here's where you add a student and it's fairly simple. All you do is choose the school that they go to, add their first and last name, and then either their birth date or their student ID number, and it will automatically find your student for you. To make a payment online, you can do a one-time payment with an e-check or a credit card. If you use a credit card, they will charge a small fee, or you can set up auto payments if you have a preferred time for the money to come out of your account. You can also transfer money between each student. You can track your purchase history of your child. So I have one student who hasn't eaten in the cafeteria yet and one that eats in there fairly often. You can also look at your recent payments. So I have a pending payment of $10 to add money to her account. And then if we had scheduled payments, they would be when they would come out right there. Here's your account information. You can look at any of your account information. If you have auto payments, you can change the settings. And then if you have cards saved on here, you can remove those cards if you need to change. So let's go back home and I will show you down here. This is just a little more information on how to set up auto pay, how to edit a student, add a new student, make a payment, reset password. If you do the via mobile, because they also have a mobile app if you prefer to do it on your phone. And that's about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. The site's pretty easy to use.
Hello, Blue Ridge Bears. Welcome to the Virtual Learning Commons. Mr. Parker here. So saying hi to all of my online learners today, as well as all of my students here in the building with me. So as you know, this year is a little bit different, and we don't have quite as much access to the Learning Commons physically as we once did. So instead of coming to me, we are going to bring the Learning Commons to you virtually. So here we go. I'm going to delete my webcam here so you can focus totally on the Virtual Learning Commons. I've got a lot of different links that I want to share with you and show you through. And we will start up here with the first one. Wild About Reading is our theme in the Learning Commons this year. We are wild about reading, and it's a jungle out there, right? So this is a nice little link up here on this poster that says Wild About Reading, a link to the Learning Commons open house video. You might see some fun there. Right over here is a surprise. I'm going to let you click on that at your own leisure. Up here is our link to the actual Learning Commons website. You can click on that and you will see, just as you do here at school, the Learning Commons website with all kinds of cool links on there. And we're going to be linking to specific pages within the Learning Commons website from the Virtual Learning Commons also. But if you want to go to this home page, that was the link to click on. All right, coming down here, you've got Mr. Parker in his safari gear. You've got Ms. Wright over there, who just created her Bitmoji the other day. Looks just like her, doesn't it? She misses you guys. And down here, we've even got Tilly. And we might have a video of Tilly that pops up down here at some point during the school year. If you click on Mr. Parker, you're going to go to the Captain Commons portion of the Learning Commons page, and you will have an access to my email. So you can email me if you have any questions about the Virtual Learning Commons or any of the links that I go through today. Click on that, email Mr. Parker, and you will send an email straight to me. All right, back over to the Virtual Learning Commons, moving right along. On our ViewSonic board here, we've got some really cool links. I'm going to start with story time. So I've already put in some of the stories that I read online last year that I shared with you through the Google Classroom and I believe on Facebook. So if you click on story time, you're going to go again to the Learning Commons page, but specifically to story time with Mr. Parker. And I've already placed 5 on there. I will be putting some more on there as well as uploading some new ones too. Back over to the Virtual Learning Commons. Next up is Makerspace. So on Makerspace, some things that you can do at home that you might not be able to do here at school with us or in the Makerspace area. Again, to the Learning Commons webpage, the Makerspace page. I have some links down there. Some cool jigsaw puzzles that are digital right here and here. This is an awesome activity that we've been doing with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders here at school. So you'll be seeing that. If you haven't done it with me already, you'll see that coming soon when you visit me here in the Learning Commons. And some MakerSTEM projects. That'll take you out to a web page that has 10 projects to jumpstart your Makerspace excitement. All right, let's click over to the Learning Commons again, Virtual Learning Commons. Delete these guys. All right, next up is ebooks. Here is an ebook link here, as well as our little toucan down here with his iPad and my little penguin friend up there on the shelf. Those all will take you to the same place, which is the ebook page of the Learning Commons website with some really cool ebook resources. So you might not be able to have a book right in front of you in your hands, but you have some ebook options, some really great ebook options. First off is Tumble Books, which you may have remembered some stories that we've read with Tumble Books on the screen here in the Learning Commons. This is a link. There is no username or password, so that's awesome. You'll just click Tumble Books and it takes you straight to our Tumble Book page. And you can get started with any of the storybooks there. All of them are read alouds. Well, not all of them, actually. Some of them are also just ebooks that you can do read along with. So explore all of these tabs and have fun on Tumble Books. Back over to our ebooks page. The Learner Sports Database. We got free last year, starting in, I believe, April. So it'll take us all the way through through April. We got a whole year subscription. Very cool sports database with all of your sports up here and all of your cool athletes that you're interested in all of your different sports. Again, no username or password required. It takes you straight to the database. So we will click out of the Learner Sports and go back to ebooks. Our third choice will be Epic eBooks. right here. When you click on that, there will be a class code to enter. That is WTU 9944 for the Learning Commons. We will enter. Teachers, remember this is free for you here at school, and parents, I believe that Epic right now is also free for you during this unprecedented time. When you get logged into there, there will be media avatars that pop up, and you can choose on any one of those just to get in and start reading all of those ebooks. All right, last but not least in the ebook category, we have MyOn books, which is through Renaissance. Is awesome. The county has paid for us a subscription for the entire year. Just a quick note, when you click and go to MyOn, you will put in Blue Ridge Elementary School. I believe there are 3 choices that pop up. Make sure you choose Fannin County. Down under the username, these will be emailed out to you, parents at home for online learning. The username is basically going to be your student's last 4 digits of their student ID number. And then the password for all students will be BRES. You'll sign in there, and there are some awesome choices. Teachers, also very awesome choices for you, especially subject area, science, math, social studies, for you to use in your classrooms. I will be emailing those passwords out to you next week. All right, back to our virtual learning commons. The last section we're going to talk about will be Destiny, which is actually how you will locate books that are here in our library, whether you are at home or in the classroom. Teachers, you can request books here. Students, you can request books here. So parents at home, online learners, student book request will be here. It will take you to a Google form. Place in your child's name, any specific titles, call numbers, and letters. And I'm going to show you that on Destiny in just a second. Because of Winn-Dixie is a title example, the call letters would be fiction or F, DIC for the first 3 letters of the author's last name. If you just want to plug in subjects that your child's interested in, authors, or popular series that they are interested in, you may do that there. And then if you would like to specify reading levels, we have our dot colors listed here, and you can just click and plug in that. None of all of those, the only thing required here is the name. You do not have to fill in each category to submit, and then I will get an email, and then I will email you back when that book is ready to be picked up in our front office. Teachers, you and your students here in the building, I will have those books delivered to you within a day or 2. Alrighty, teachers, here's your book request. Basically mirrors the student one that I just showed. All right, so let's look at Destiny to find how to find those books. We're going to choose Blue Ridge Elementary School. All right, so once you've clicked on Blue Ridge Elementary, it's going to take you here to Destiny Quest. You're going to click on Login, and you will put a username and password in there. 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students, I'm giving you guys usernames and passwords to start with. If you're an online learner, you guys will also have passwords regardless of grade level. All right, so I'm logged in. Login will be just like your reading counts was last year. FC, then your student ID number, the last 5 digits of your student ID number, which will start with a 0, and the password will be Fannin12 or Fannin12. So here I am, I'm already logged in. We're going to exit as soon as we get logged in, and it will take us to just the regular catalog. Destiny Discover is what I would really like for everybody to use. Destiny Quest is actually going to be phased out eventually, so we're going to start with Destiny Discover instead, and it is a little bit easier to use anyway. So once you get to Destiny Discover, you will start searching your books. I'm going to go and search dogs. Seems to be the thing I always search. I don't know why. And let me tell you what you're going to be seeing. First of all, you can see the books that are in as opposed to if it's checked out. And then the other important thing will be down here. This is the location. So on the student book request for you online learners and students in your classrooms, this is very important to put in if you're specifically asking for a certain title. This helps Miss Wright and Mr. Parker both find that book for you on the shelf, especially in this case where this is a dog book. We have a lot of dog books, but this location is called a call letter or call number. That will specifically tell us what book you are looking for. If you click on it will also give you the author, which I believe is another component to the student book request. More details, you can click here and it will give you more information about that book. All right, so back here on the main page of Destiny Discover, you can see our recently added books, some of our new ones, the popular titles, books that are getting checked out the most. Another cool feature are the genres. A lot of kids are asking for scary stories or specifically graphic novels. You can click on those and it will take you to a collection of those genres. And then last but not least are our ebooks. So with that login that I will give you, you actually will be able to check out books right here on your Chromebook at home. The Lightbox books are multi-use, so everyone in the school can have access to those at the same time. No access issues there. And then also our ebooks underneath there. These books are just like if the book was on the shelf in the library. If you check this one out, then it will not be available to anyone else. So you basically can just open it from here and it will open in a reader and you can start reading that book right from home. Just a reminder, if you start reading a book and you aren't interested in it and you've checked it out, make sure that you check that book back in, because these ebooks are only one access per student at the school. So I'll close that. So you would actually check it out here, and then if you were finished with it, there is an option to return it. All right, so basically that's all that I've got for you on this tutorial for the Virtual Learning Commons. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out via me or Bitmoji me on the Virtual Learning Commons. Remember, here is where you will click and it will send it go to my email. Also, when you do bring up the Virtual Learning Commons, you want to make sure you go to present mode. That activates the links a little bit easier and everything is click and go. All right, I'm missing all my online learners and I'm missing seeing all my students as much as I usually do, but I hope that the Virtual Learning Commons will help you out. See you later.